Hi everyone. We have completed 7 days activity, and today I just thought I'll have a nice little conversation with all of you all. As in, we did receive quite a few messages asking few doubts as well, and some of them were waiting for day 8. Yes, we did give some time on purpose because few of them asked for time and wanted us to do the day 8 a little later. So, giving ample time, yes, we have come to the day 8 discussion. So, what exactly would have happened to you all in the past 7 days? A lot of them have written to us telling about the benefits. If you have really focused and followed all 7 days, then definitely you would have reaped the benefits of it. You need to continue doing this. This is not like a short term plan. You have to continue doing it because you have made a list of a lot of things, right? So you have to follow it until all of them are achieved. Only then this entire effort of 7 days is going to be of some use for you. So, what I wanted to discuss today is about why and how we have planned this for you all, and in what way you guys are going to benefit out of it. So, it was very carefully planned and charted out because it should not involve a lot of mental stress and feeling low and getting bored. It shouldn't be like that. So we have put in things randomly, as in few serious things to be done, followed by a lighter activity, again something serious, and then by a lighter activity. So we have followed it in that pattern. So when we talk about day 1, we really wanted you to, rattle up your brain a little bit and come up with a very good blueprint, a clear idea about how you want to take your journey ahead. So that was an activity to write down your diary, to write down your strengths, to write down each and every day's experience. So you will be going through all the experiences again and reliving that moment. Not just will you feel happy, you will also be able to chart out your plan for the future. And it was also complemented by another activity like reading, because that is something that you're going to carry further all your life, because it's all about knowledge and vocabulary and all that. So that is something that's going to be really helpful for you. It is not just about making a blueprint and keeping quiet, but you are already starting the process of upgrading yourself a little by little. So, this was the day 1 activity, which actually tried to help you get into yourself and identify a lot of things that you have really not bothered to identify earlier. So, it is more like introspecting, talking to yourself, identifying what are your strengths and how to go ahead, what plans you would have for the future. So while you did something like that, you kind of got an image of what you would like to have in the future once the blueprint is ready after you finish the first day activity. And once you get the clarity on it after doing the activities told on day 1, you would know how you would want to represent yourself, represent yourself socially on all the medias, how you would like to see yourself. So that is how we came up with the day 2 activity, which was about updating all your social media accounts. So, the moment you start imprinting what you want yourself to be, based on the introspection that happens on day 1, you're going to project it in the way you want to see yourself on the social media platforms. So, once you have that projection of how you want to see yourself in the future, you are, again, that is quite a tedious task. Like if you really want to give a rosy picture of yourself, the brighter side of you really need to work up and find out and identify in what best way you can present yourself. It's not just about the right picture, it's about writing down all your skill sets, identifying all the things that you have done in the past, how beautifully you can present yourself socially and professionally. Takes a lot of brain space and takes a lot of energy to identify and analyze. That is why we wanted you to have something very beautiful in relaxing yourself. So, only when you relax yourself and only when you're in a very good, calm state of mind can you work out on things in detail. So, we introduced the concept of having a mindful bath. So, this is something that has been appreciated by a lot of them, whoever has discussed with us. They said that the benefits that they faced was humongous, as in, they have never really found the beauty of bath being so good. The rhythm of the sound of water and the feel of water, the way you feel calm and composed when you listen to the silence and the sound of water and the feel when it touches your body. So it has been really beautiful for most of them, and they have a lot of them have felt a really calm sense. They felt a lot more organized with their mind. They could actually think a little more deeper. So this is how we have formulated the day 2 activity. Okay, now, so once you have a blueprint ready and you have already started a new hobby like reading, and you have already presented yourself beautifully on the social media, and you have learned an art to calm yourself. So next, once you're having that calm space in your mind, you should utilize that in making your wish list or your bucket list. We had clearly explained to you the difference between wish list and bucket list. One that clarity is very important. Like when we talk to anybody and we ask them, "What do you want to do 5 things in 5 months from now?" People generally think for a real long time. So once you have attained that calmness, it's very easy for you to identify your things that you need to include in the wish list. So once the wish list is ready, you have something concrete to look ahead or work towards. So once you develop that, you are able to identify as in what is that factor which is missing for you to reach or to fulfill that wish list. That is why we have included another aspect of upskilling or upgrading your knowledge by using various portals that you have online. So we had included a concept of how you can upgrade yourself and bridge the gap between you not just following the blueprint that you have created, not just about how you calm yourself, but how to fulfill the wish list that you have created, especially when there is a gap between what you are at the moment and what you want to be. So we have advised you about the different options that you have to upskill or upgrade your knowledge and to fulfill your wish list, whatever you have made a list of. Then, once you have really worked on all the serious aspects, like your wish list is ready, you have a blueprint in front of you. So, what do you do next? So, this is a time to look around your house, and this is the time to give importance to yourself. So, we have given you an idea to be a chef, especially because we wanted to include something therapeutic. So, cooking is something which has got a lot of therapeutic features in it. Not just that, once you start cooking, there's a sense of independence, there's a sense of freedom, there's a sense of achievement that is followed. So once you cook successfully, you know you can do something alone. You also know how beautifully you can do it. So this is just going to add on, that's going to make you feel much better about yourself and managing things alone. And we have included one more thing. Since we are concentrating on the home factor and on you as an individual, we also wanted you to declutter your rooms. Remove those things which are really not necessary. In the sense, unnecessary things, the trash and the treasure. Keep the treasure and throw the trash. So we had given you small little tips as in how you can identify what is a treasure and what is a trash. So once you do that, you have a clear room, a clear house, and you're the chef for the day. You're making a lot of people happy. See, serving food gives a great amount of happiness. Seeing them compliment your food, seeing them make fun of your food, seeing them comment on it. All these things are memories to be cherished. I did clearly say, like, if your cooking is a disaster, it's a memory. It's a laughter down the memory lane. Like you go after a few years, you're going to talk about what a disastrous cook you were when you first cooked something. So that's how we came up with being a chef for a day and you cluttering all the removing the clutter. That is decluttering. I'm sorry, it's decluttering your room. So that was what was done on day 4. And once you have the room decluttered and the house is beautiful, the chef is very active, we wanted you to brush or massage the emotional side of you. So, what is the best instrument to actually give an exercise for your emotions is watching a movie. That is why we had given you a task of watching a movie. Especially, it gives an opportunity to use all your feelings at in a span of 2 hours or 2.5 hours or 3 hours time. So when you're watching a movie, your emotions are going through a ride in itself. They're getting a very good exercise. People who are controlling their emotions get an opportunity to display it. So we wanted you to play with your emotions a little bit, and that is why we had included watching a movie as one of the activity. At the same time, watching a movie is about emotions. We also wanted you to cultivate a new art form because it is one of the best stress busters ever. There is no one around who doesn't have any stress, right? So if you are really stressed out, the best thing that you can do is you pick up an art form and you go ahead and create something out of that was nothing, a blank paper into a painting, a normal bottle into a vase. So you can do a lot of creative things. Again, this is going to bring out all your piled up emotions in the form of art. It also brings down your stress levels, making you feel a lot more lighter and happier. See, already, from day 1 to day 4, you have been doing so many activities, which involves a little bit of seriousness, plus a little bit of activity, plus a little bit of upgrading yourself. So it is giving a complete package. It is molding you to a certain way. So now that you've become a chef, now you're going to cultivate a new art, bringing out the creative side of you, probably something that has not been explored at all. So that was the activity for day 5. Now, moving on to day 6, we wanted you to explore or rather go inward towards yourself by introducing meditation. Meditation is more like you come at peace and to acceptance of whatever life has been giving to you. You are becoming stronger mentally, ready to face whatever is going to reach to you. So meditation is very, very important. So let's move on to day 6. So since we have been prioritizing a lot of things like your blueprint is ready, you have started reading, you have started making, you have already made your wish list, and you have also tried to bridge the gap by upskilling yourself. Then you have decluttered your house, and you have started experiencing the beauty of cooking, and all that is happening. So we wanted you to actually start moving inward, as in inculcating meditation as part of your lifestyle. So this requires a lot of calmness and sense of acceptance within yourself. That is why we had shared small little tips of how you can start meditating, because it has tremendous benefits of calming yourself and making yourself prepare yourself to go ahead and fulfill all the things that you have decided to do. So once you start meditating, you start seeing a lot of difference in yourself. So it is all about the internal beautification, but at the same time, we also need to start looking at ourselves externally, as in how well groomed you are, how much do you love yourself in terms of taking care of your outward appearance, plus how you can work on your personality skills, as in what are the areas that you need to improve. Probably you are a little shy or you do not know how to approach people. All these things are something that you really need to work on. Just meditating and having an inner sense of peace and looking at life with positivity is not enough. But how you present yourself, how you're able to start a conversation, how you are able to build a network or a connect is equally important. So for that, you need to have a very positive impression of yourself. So you need to first take care of how you look externally and how you gauge yourself internally. So if something has to be worked on in improving your internal feeling of what you think about yourself, plus what you think about how you look externally. So this was the activity we had given for day 6. Now, day 7, we wanted you to have some fun with the family. So that is why we introduced a concept of home picnic. See, this was the time of more. This time is more about bonding with the people in your house, having nice conversations, setting up the room for party. You need to enjoy. You need to have good, healthy discussions. You need to also share your responsibility in throwing a party, and this is a time that you try to understand all the members in the house. And if you are alone, this is more like understanding yourself on the other side, as in what you love, like the kind of music you love, the kind of ambience you love, what kind of curtains you like, what flavored cake you like. So it's more like you try to understand yourself if you're staying alone, but if you're staying with your family, you're trying to understand them more. So this is a combination of fun and seriousness. So we wanted to wind up the whole session with the most important task, that is getting yourself motivated every day. So as I told you all in the session regarding watching motivational videos, a lot of people have benefited from watching motivational videos. So make it a habit to listen to people who have been successful, people who have fallen down many a times, and people who have been able to get up from where they have fallen and rise up to great levels. So this is how we had planned for you. And as I told you, the purpose of the eighth day is to give an overall approach, as in how we thought or how we believe that this idea or these tasks, when continued in the long run, can bring out the new you, as in you can discover yourself, a completely new you, which you have not explored. You're trying to identify a lot of things which you had ignored for a really long time. So I just wanted to just press the start button so that you can start from here on and go ahead and find out the better self that is within you. So I hope all these 7 days has been beneficial for you all, because people who have written to us have said that they have found great results. If in case you're watching for the first time, you can always start your activities from day 1 and go on till day 7. It'll make more sense for you. Like if you're watching this video today, then you wouldn't understand what exactly I'm talking about. So I'll put the link of all the day 1 to day 7 activities in the description box, so you can click and have a look at it. So my only suggestion is to continue the activities for not just a short time, but continue it as a routine, for a longer period of time, to reap real good benefits, because you're making a wish list and you need to fulfill it, and it's not going to happen within 3 days or 4 days, right? It's going to take a longer time. So continue following it for as many months or years as possible, or you want to see the best results out of the activities that we have given you. So I hope you liked all our interactions and our activities. We have more interesting segments coming out. You will be getting to know about it soon. So I would like to wind up this 7-day session by wishing you all the very best. And I really want you all to apply this and be the best of yourself. Thank you so much for joining us, and we wish you a very great evening. Thank you.